Hello and welcome to our information presentation about our 2026 trek, the Camino de Santiago, the Portuguese way. A little bit about life before we start. We're a UK charity for women and families facing unexpected pregnancy or pregnancy loss, including loss through abortion. Our services include free emotional help via our national helpline, housing and community support around the country for mums and their babies, and free pregnancy tests and baby supplies. Every month, Life gives emotional and practical support to around 1,000 people affected by pregnancy or pregnancy loss. More than 12,000 mums and babies have been housed by Life. At any one time, we're housing approximately 200 mums and babies in our network of 19 Life houses. Every month, over 1,000 people ask Life for a free pregnancy test. Tens of thousands of volunteers, supporters, and donors have joined together to create a world where no one faces pregnancy or pregnancy loss alone. By joining us on this trek, you could be part of this incredible mission to stand in the gap and provide real support for women and families when they need it the most. So, our Camino de Santiago, the Portuguese way trek, will take place from the 19th to the 26th of September in 2026, giving you plenty of time to get involved with the fun of fundraising and kickstart that training programme. Being a company that deals with these kinds of trips and treks, Different Travel are very well versed in all things health and safety. It's a matter that's taken very seriously for obvious reasons, so you can be assured that every precaution is taken to ensure the health and well-being of participants. You can pause the presentation to read this slide. We are so excited to be launching this challenge, where you will join a mixed group on an epic adventure, trekking over 70 miles through the countryside of Portugal and Spain. You'll get to explore the beautiful little hamlets and villages along the way to the historic town of Santiago de Compostela. The fee is all-inclusive of flights, accommodation and meals. Any additional spending for leisure or souvenirs is at the participant's own cost. The Portuguese way, used by Queen Isabel in Portugal in the 13th century, starts in Lisbon and is split into 5 official stages. This trek covers the last section starting in Tui. And people join this trek for a variety of reasons. Some are for religious or spiritual reasons, some are cultural, maybe they want to meet new people, explore new places, or go on an adventure. The trek is categorised to be of moderate to challenge difficulty due to the undulating terrain. You can expect to walk along country roads, compact dirt and stone footpaths, forest tracks, gravel trails, paved streets with some uphill and downhill paths. Each day does include this undulating terrain, so it is important that your training includes hill walking and trekking up and down gradients. Accommodation will comprise of basic hotels and simple guest houses. There'll be 3-star accommodation in larger towns and 2-star in smaller villages or hamlets, and the rooms are on a twin or triple share basis. It is expected that most, if not all, rooms will be en suite, but there is a possibility of having the use of a shared bathroom. Closer to the time, all these details will be confirmed. If you have any concerns about this, feel free to get in touch with Different Travel. The contact details are at the end of the presentation and linked in your email. Be sure to bring your own toiletries, as it's not common that these are provided in basic accommodation. Breakfast and evening meals will be taken in communal dining rooms at the accommodation or local restaurants. You'll enjoy hearty, delicious Spanish meals that will keep your energy levels high for each day's trek. You'll eat packed lunches, which you'll carry yourself each day, or there'll be scheduled stops in cafes or restaurants. It's important to inform Different Travel of any dietary requirements in advance so that these can be catered for. A snapshot of what kind of meals to expect. For breakfast, there'll be bread, cheese, meats with fruit, tea and coffee. Lunch would be a standard packed lunch that you would expect, and or a visit to a local cafe or restaurant. And dinner would be a delicious 3-course Spanish meal. So the destination for your arrival flight is to be confirmed, but all the details will be shared in plenty of time before the trek. Airport transfers are included in the cost, so you'll be transported to your accommodation in Tui for the briefing before sharing an evening meal with the rest of the team. Day 2 is your first day of walking, and you'll cover 17 kilometres, about 10.5 miles, over 5 hours. The next few slides will give you an overview of the route you'll be taking and some of the sights you'll see. Take some time, pause, read the slides to get some insight, and don't hesitate to get in touch if you'd like some more information about the details of each day. Different Travel will be happy to elaborate. Day 3 involves a slow, steady climb and a descent along the way. So another reminder to ensure that you include hill walking in your training to get the most out of your trek. Day 4 is approximately 22 kilometres, which is about 13.6 miles of walking, and should take around 6 hours. Another day with some beautiful sights and some uphill sections. Day 5 is your second last day of the trek, and it's the longest stretch of walking, with 29.2 kilometres covered, or about 18.2 miles. And this is estimated to take around 7 or 8 hours of walking. Day 6 will be your last day walking, which I'm sure you'll be pleased about, and is slightly less than the previous day, with 24.7 kilometres, or 15.5 miles covered in around 6.5 hours. Here you will end your epic trek in the main square in front of the cathedral, where you can soak in the atmosphere and celebrate your achievement. Day 7 is for you to spend how you wish, with sightseeing, shopping, or just taking the time to relax and enjoy the cafes and bars while people watching. In the evening, the team gathers for a celebratory dinner, and in the morning, after a shared breakfast, you'll be transferred back to the airport for your return flight home. The trek is graded moderate to challenging, like I said. You'll be trekking long distances over varying terrain, sometimes in hot weather. You'll be walking for many hours, so it's essential that you are fit enough to trek for at least 7 or 8 hours at a time for multiple consecutive days. Regular breaks are taken, but long days of walking are inevitable. You cannot be too fit for this challenge, so you should take your training seriously. Pause the presentation and take some time to read through this slide and the next for more information on training. So, why do people take on this trek? There's so many reasons to take on a trek like this. Perhaps it's to kickstart a healthy lifestyle by getting started with that all-important training plan. Maybe you love to meet new people, explore new places, and take on new challenges, or celebrate a milestone of some kind. Or perhaps you're just really dedicated to the challenge and the charity and want to achieve a personal goal while raising money. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How much does it cost? So your registration fee of £375 per person is payable at the time of booking. And then you have a choice of payment options. You can opt to do it flexi, which means pay the trip costs yourself, which are estimated to be around £1,875. But these are subject to change and depend on the size of the final group. And then you would have to raise at least £1,875 for life. Or you can opt for the sponsorship option, where you have to fundraise a minimum of £3,750 for life. So this covers the trip costs and the minimum fundraising amount. A quick look at what's included in the trip and what is not. Again, feel free to pause the presentation and have a read through. Please do reach out if you have any questions, and a member of the team will get back to you. Different Travel provide all the details of the trip, including itinerary, kit list, and a training guide. They also send a first aid trained tour manager to accompany the team, as well as provide professional local guides. There is also an opportunity to meet the whole team and Different Travel before you set off. Here at Life, we are on hand as well to support you in any way we can. We can support you with getting ideas for your fundraising events and ensuring those events are safe and legal. We can also provide you with literature or sponsorship forms. Just drop us a message with any questions or concerns and we'll be with you every step of the way. Time for a quick whiz through some of the frequently asked questions. Again, feel free to pause and read at your leisure. If you have any questions unanswered at the end of the presentation, please do drop us an email and we'll be happy to help. So, are you ready to sign up? If you are, click the link in your email or enter this into your browser bar, and you'll be taken directly to the booking page where you can fill in all of the details and get started on your training program and your fundraising journey. Alternatively, please do get in touch if you have any other questions or concerns, and we can talk you through. Thank you so much for your interest in our exciting Camino de Santiago trek for 2026. We hope you can join us on this epic adventure while making a real difference. Help us to continue our work supporting the growing numbers of people who need our help. Your generosity truly can change and even save lives. Book your spot today or get in touch with us, and we'll be delighted to help you start. Thank you so much.